Well-known marketer Philip Kotler once said, "Marketing is not the art of finding clever ways to dispose what you make, but it is the art of creating genuine customer value." With that, I warmly welcome you to the presentation of Group D9. Today, I, Rishan, and my team, Devashi, Dinushka, Kirtana, Malkini, and Irfan will be presenting the marketing plan for the Sri Lankan brand Shield. Shield is a health soap manufactured by Hemas Manufacturing Private Limited. Shield has been launched as a health soap in January 2020. Hemas Manufacturing Private Limited has well utilized the strong brand presence of Velvet and the research and development department of Velvet in order to launch the soap Shield. And if we go into the market share analysis, market can be divided into three: health and hygiene soap, beauty soap, and the other soaps. Whereas the health and hygiene soaps accounts for 37% of the market share and the beauty soap accounts for 25% of the market share, which indicates health and hygiene soap has a huge market presence and the rivalry are more attracted towards launching the health and hygiene soaps. And further we look into the health and hygiene soaps, market leader is considered as Lifebuoy with 78% of the market share and Kohamba having the 12% market share and Dettol has having the 8% of market share. So Shield is having just 2% market share as it was just few months back launched. There are various techniques of market segmentation, and one of the main technique is benefit-based market segmentation, which is widely used approach across the world and which focuses on the distinctive market segmentation with a clear marketing implication. Thus, Shield also has used the same benefit-based market segmentation, whereas it has launched three types of Shield soap. The first being the charcoal soap, which focuses on deep clean, and the second being the soap with milk, and the third being the soap with the aloe vera, where the soap with milk helps to moisturize the skin, and the soap with aloe vera helps to nourish the skin. So it has identified a distinctive need from the market and accordingly it has produced its products. From the ancient days of Sri Lanka, we have recognized charcoal as the source of cleanliness. Our ancestors have used charcoal in order to clean teeth, water, and pots. Thus, Hemas Manufacturing Private Limited also has utilized this concept in order to launch this soap, whereas charcoal is the main ingredient in all the varieties of Shield. Further, COVID-19 has impacted various business across the country and across the world. And Seal is one of the soap that has been impacted by this COVID-19 issues. But I would say it was impacted in a better way, in a positive way. Whereas the cleanliness and the hygiene has been very key topic in the market. Whereas people are more focused on having cleanliness and using health soap in order to clean them, which has made an opportunity for Shield in order to sell the products to the market. And meanwhile, in March 2020, it identified the need from the customers for a sanitizer in the issues of COVID-19 and it had launched Shield Sanitizer in March 2020 in order to cater the market requirements. My colleague will be taking you through on SWOT analysis and pestle analysis. And this over to you, Irfan.
Now we have to learn about how the external environment affecting our organization. So we are using pest analysis to understand and learn about what are the macro environment, how it will affect in our business strategy. Politicals mean it's all about how the government's sustainability. It's all about government policies, the tax policies, what are the rules and regulations for the particular industry and how it will affect in our organization. So we have to consider those things. Next thing is all about economical factors. So economical factors mean it's economical growth and sustainability, the how the unemployment rate, the how the consumer behavior, power, consumer income, those things we have to see. So other thing is social factor. So social factors mean it's all about the cultural behaviors, the people's mentality, the demographical factors, and how it will affect in our organization and business plan. A different mindset. So we have to analyze those things before to launch the product into the market. Health soaps. we have to position the product idea to the consumer. Then now the world more concerned about environmental, because how with our products or services, the environmental voluntary group, they will severely look into our business products and services. So if our product or services that will affect to the environmental, they might be a threat for our organizational business process. So we have to carefully, we have to check whether this product, formerly the soap, we are now the seal soaps and the wrapping papers, it's a biodegradable, or it will affect to the environment. The chemical we include it's harmful for the health or the uh, environment. The final thing about the Festel analysis, it's all about the legal. Normally, what are the pricing? We have to maximum pricing, minimum pricing, we copyright things. So now we have to understand more about our external environment, competitive analysis through the external environment. The competitive analysis by looking at factors in the externally, that's all about Fortas 5 force model. So now we have to look about the competitive rivalry. It's the main, this middle point for us. So it's all about if the competitive rivalry is high, when the multiple competitors into the market, the high exit barrier, it will affect our organization. Particular soap market, there is a similar, all the products are similar differentiation, little differentiation. So we have to consider these things. So if the other brand will increase the price or decrease the price, we have to consider those factors to into our business strategies. The next thing is about the threat of the new entry to the market. We need a multiple equipments to protect to the market. So we need high cost machineries and big investment to start this business line. The threat of the new entrants is very low. So next thing all about the supplier power. So now Hemas we already protect all the supply of raw material from our own factories. So we don't need to much depend on the supplier. So here in this particular market, the supplier power is low for our brand. The other thing is five force model. We have to see how our buyers power. And normally we know now the Sri Lankan supermarkets and the small shops all about they have all the product line. I mean competitors and our own products. So with their market is very competitive. The buyers understand, they know about the knowledgeable customers in the market, so they will demand the price. You newly launch the product to the market, so we have to consider what are the price that customer willing to buy. So we have to consider those issues. So we have to hear the listen the customers expectation before to launch this product to the market. The thing is threat of substitute. So we know in product soap product line we have several other companies that providing same health soaps, but we have to do differentiation from that product. Then only we can get, we have to differentiate our product to the market to compete with these customers, these substitutes. As we holistically we see this market for the substitute threats, it's very high for the this particular soap product line. Now we analysis through our macro environment. So now we have to look into the what are the micro environment that will affect in our product or organizations business process. What are the strengths we have internally? So we know the seal soap launched by Hemas is one of the largest organization in Sri Lanka with a high reputation in high growth market. So we have a largest investment behind our product. So it's one of the good strength for our product. We can expand our products all over the Sri Lanka through our distribution channel because we have enough logistic market our product services all over the Sri Lanka. We are launching 3 to 4 varieties with a different customers expectations. So the weaknesses it's about this seal soap now new to the market. Most of the rural people and outside of the cities are not aware about this product. For that, we have to do proper marketing, proper business development to reach those customers in the rural area through all over the Sri Lanka. So now it's about internal factors. Then now let's see what are the opportunities we have in the external. Now we know the COVID-19 that will globally affect, and now people will understand how the hygiene and the cleanliness is very important to our life. So this is one of the good opportunities. We can market our product to how our product will help to get you in a hygienic manner, how it will help you to the health. We did so many awareness through the Navy, Sri Lankan general hospitals, and some other institutes and the health bureaus. So we showing our intention to the society that we are helping to improve the people's health life. Now, what are the threats we have to this particular shield shop? We know already there is several other competitors doing, and they also doing the marketing through this post-COVID. So now we know, now with the already the shield shop in all over the keels, we are market our product and we are giving free sanitizing offers for the customers, so that will give customers to understand how this product, this kind of product will help to get more hygiene. So the same thing now the Cargill's Food City will following to the Lifebuoy. So the Lifebuoy will be promote their hygienic factors to their products and services. So they are launching the liquids and other soaps and everything in the Cargill's Food City. The threat is very high with the other competitors. Through our marketing plan, then Devrishil will give more information.
Thank you, Irfan. So let's look at the objective setting and the strategy part of Shield brand. As Rishan said, the Shield has only 2% market share as of today. So our objective here is to move this 2% share from 2% to 25% by 2023. A marketeer's main objective is for its consumers to recall the brand in top of their mind. So here for Shield also what we need is that to ensure that the consumer recall our brand in top of their mind. So in doing that we have three strengths. Shield is a 360-degree protection, and Shield is about active charcoal, and it's about deep cleansing. During COVID, post-COVID, skin cleansing, hand washing, deep cleaning, hygiene, all those things have become most important elements in human day-to-day life. So here we have huge potential. I have mentioned in the slides what sort of a revenue and what sort of profitability we require by 2023. So our main objective here, again I'm telling, is to improve our market share from 2% to 25% by 2023. So let's look at the strategies for this. In Ansoff Matrix, he talks about three strategies: market penetration, market development, and product development. So we are diversification. But we are moving into the first three strategies. So market penetration, let's look at that. Existing market with the existing product. We have the soap and the sanitizer currently. So moving forward with this, we have to target the existing market in order to improve the usage of the existing market, the picking rate of our product. So what we all know that the recession is hitting, and the customers are so concerned about their purchase power. Their spending power has gone down drastically. So they look for promotions, offers when they shop. So here's the time to give offers, promotions for our brand and ensure that they pick the brand double as what it was before. And also heavy advertising is very important in order to reach the customer mind. So this is a psychological factor. So offers plus advertising, we need to ensure these two are very actively implemented in order to reach the customer mind and thereby to increase the market penetration. Secondly is market development. So before we said that it is only 2% market share we have. So Why it is only 2% market share? Yes, it was launched in January 2020. And the second element is that after COVID and all this and that, this hasn't reached the potential market yet. It says we need 360 degree we need 360-degree activation of this. We need to gear the sales team with correct availability, with correct execution to reach this to the customer. This has to be available in all modern trade, all GT, rural, urban, suburban, all the shops. As well, this needs to go to other new avenues such as salons, such as cinemas, such as schools, hospitals. This needs to reach to new customers. New markets has to be developed for this, and thereby we need to ensure that our market share is going to get increased. Thirdly is the product development. So we have launched the soap bars and the sanitizers already, and the third one will be the hand washing, liquid hand washing. So liquid hand washing is very important today because people are more concerned about using what others has used. So next in line, the pipeline, liquid hand wash has to be launched immediately. This can go on 3 variants as well. And by 2021, early 2021, the brand has to be extended. This has to move into other skin cleansing categories such as body wash, and then hair care category as well, and thereby increase the market share for Shield brand. I will invite Kirtana to talk about the STP.
Now we are going to do a STP analysis of Shield. Here first we need to analyze the segmentation. Segmentations mean we divide the whole broad market into subgroups based on the common shared characteristics. Here we can divide the market based on the geographical characteristics, something like urban areas or rural areas, or based on districts or provinces we can divide the market. Then the next thing is behavioral characteristics. Based on the behavior of the people, we can divide the market. Some people may use it in the house, some people may use it in the workplace. So based on the purpose, we can divide the market. Then the next thing is demographical characteristics, something like gender, age, income level. So on these demographical characteristics, we can divide the market. Then the next thing is psychological factors. Some people may concentrate more on health or hygienic factors. Some people concentrate on deep cleansing. So based on those psychological factors, we can divide the market. Then the next thing is targeting. After segmenting the whole broad market into subcategories, we can decide what are the subgroups we are going to focus more. So that's called targeting. Here we are target the whole market. In the whole market, we are going to focus more on the people who concentrate more on their health or hygienic factors or deep cleansing. Based on we are going to target the market. After targeting, we are going to position ourselves in the market. Positioning means how we are going to create the brand image in the mind of the customers. What is the place the brand occupies in the mind of the customers? It's mean by this. So here we are going to differentiate. We need to differentiate ourselves from other players in the market. If we took value for money or something like disinfection, that all the players in the market concentrate on these factors and they are addressing this. So we have to differentiate. We can differentiate based on 360 protection or active charcoals. Based on that, we need to differentiate ourselves from other players in the market. So here we are going to position ourselves as low-cost soap who concentrate on the health and hygienic factors of the customers. Now it's over to you, Malkin.
Next, we are analyzing the marketing mix to the Shield brand to influence our customers' purchasing behavior on hygiene product. In marketing mix, we are putting right combination of product into the right place, in the right time, in the right places. So with that, we are coming to the product. So product is the item which we are using to satisfy the customer needs and wants on a certain group of people. When it comes to the Shield, we are using active charcoal as our key ingredients and we are using that for deep cleansing. Current product portfolio, we do have only 2 product categories which are Shield soaps and Shield hand sanitizers. But as our next immediate target, we are planning to launch liquid hand wash as well. So the key ingredient for that also will be the active charcoal as our other products. So with that, we are coming to the price. So price is the amount which consumers pay to fulfill their needs and wants. So price can be impact to the marketing plan or determining the revenue generation through this product. We are using penetration pricing strategy which is lower than the current market prices. So by using penetration pricing strategy, we are planning to attract the customer base because this is new to the market, and we are planning to increase our customer base through this penetration pricing strategy. And the other reason of selecting this penetration pricing strategy is due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation. Most of the people have lost their job and most of them are facing salary cuts. So now they are seeking for affordable prices when they are purchasing. So with that, we have identified the requirement coming from the consumers, and based on that, we are planning to have penetration pricing strategy along with the bundle pricing strategy. So pricing strategy will attractively compete with the market which offers to the value for money. Now we are coming to the place, and in this stage we have to make sure the product are available and accessible to the potential consumers. So based on that, we are planning to use HEMA's FMCG distribution network to distribute those products through the direct and registered distributors, including general trade like groceries and eateries, modern trade, drugstores like pharmaceuticals, key accounts including cinemas and hotels. We are identified new channels and keep focusing on those new channels like hospitals, dispensaries and salons. Further, we are ensuring the coverage of all areas in country, including urban, suburban and rural areas as well. So as we all know, with the current situation of the COVID-19, most of the people are purchasing through the active e-commerce sites like Daraz, Ikman.lk. So we are planning to use those active e-commerce sites as our distribution network. So with that, we are coming to the final stage of the marketing mix, which is promotions. So in the case of Shield, we are planning to use trade promotions, consumer promotions, active campaign to engage the consumers with the Shield brand. Further, we are keep engaging on a sponsorship program to increase the public attention. So recently we have sponsored Shield subs to the Navy base camp in Velisara. We are using ATL activities through radio, TV channels and print media to use as promotional method. And also we are planning to use digital media to increase the brand awareness among the public about the brand by using Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and all. Next, Kirtana will explain on the budget.
Now we are going to talk about the budget of Shield for the next 3 years. In 2020, this is the year we introduced the Shield brand to the market. In this year, we are expecting a sales of 1,575,000. By 2022, we are expecting it to increase to 2 million. In current year, we are expecting a marketing cost of 297 million. But after we crack the market in 2022, we are expecting to reduce it to 257 million. So this is the budget of the Shield brand, and this budget is in line with our marketing plan as well as strategy. This is now it's over to you, Dinushka.
Implementation involves the bringing your marketing plan into life without leaving it on the paper, and this is the most important and the most complex part in the marketing plan. Your marketing plan is nothing without proper implementation. The key for the effective implementation is alignment. That means you need to align your all the resources like human resources and other resources to achieve your marketing plan. Then there are 4 tools for the effective implementation. The number 1 is visible leadership. You need to have strong leadership to drive your marketing plan. The second one is clear roles and accountability. You need to set clear targets and the responsibilities for your sales team. The third one is candid communication. You need to clearly communicate your marketing plan with your all the staff and need to get their insights and the support for the marketing plan. The fourth one is resources. You need to have adequate internal and external resources to achieve your marketing plan. It is also required to note that set to clear timelines to achieve your marketing plan objectives. Then the next step is controlling. Controlling involves 4 steps. The number one step is the establish standards. You need to establish sales target with your sales team based on the sales volume and the market share. The second one is measure performance. You need to measure the performance of your sales team based on the KPI and other customer complaints, suggestions like that. The third one is compare performance with the standards. You can use weekly, monthly reviews to perform the standards with the perform the measurements with the standards, and the need to identify the gaps in this process, in this step. The last one is the take corrective actions. You need to fill these gaps by getting corrective actions. Then need to amend your marketing plan based on these findings. So this is the marketing plan for Shield product for next 3 years. Thank you.